Have you ever felt like someone was manipulating your decisions without you even noticing? Today we delve into the dark side of psychology, uncovering common tricks and how to protect yourself. Dark psychology encompasses manipulation, deception, and coercion prevalent in marketing, relationships, and social engineering. Gaslighting, the foot-in-the-door technique, love bombing, and the fear-then-relief technique are just a few tactics used to manipulate. Let's delve deeper into one of the dark psychological techniques mentioned earlier: gaslighting. This is a form of psychological manipulation where a person instills doubt in a target individual or group, making them question their own memory, perception, and sanity. It's like someone is playing mind games with you, twisting your reality. For instance, imagine you're in a relationship where your partner consistently denies previous abusive incidents or unpleasant events, insisting that they never happened or that you're overreacting. This is a classic example of gaslighting. So how do you overcome gaslighting? Firstly, recognize the pattern. If you constantly find yourself doubting your memory or perception in the context of a particular relationship, you might be experiencing gaslighting. Secondly, trust your own feelings and perceptions. Your emotions are valid, and they serve as your internal compass. Lastly, don't hesitate to seek professional help. A therapist or counselor can provide the support and tools you need to navigate out of this manipulative situation. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know, the better equipped you are to protect yourself from these harmful psychological tricks. Stay tuned as we continue to shed light on the dark side of psychology. Next, we will uncover another insidious psychological strategy known as the foot-in-the-door technique. This compliance tactic involves persuading a person to agree to a significant request by initially getting them to comply with a smaller, more modest request. It's like a slippery slope where one small yes paves the way for a bigger yes. Let's illustrate this with an example. Picture a friend who first asks to borrow a small sum of money. You agree, thinking it's just a minor favor. Then later on, the same friend asks to borrow a significantly larger amount. That's the foot-in-the-door technique in action. So, how can you overcome this? Firstly, be aware of this pattern. If you notice a sequence of requests escalating in magnitude, you might be falling victim to this technique. Secondly, learn to say no. It's okay to set boundaries and refuse requests that make you uncomfortable. Lastly, remember, you're not obligated to comply with larger requests just because you agreed to smaller ones before. As we journey further into the labyrinth of psychological manipulation, remember to stay vigilant and informed. Up next, we delve deeper into the realm of psychological tricks and how you can safeguard yourself. Stay tuned. Next, the bewitching world of love bombing. From the subtle foot-in-the-door technique, we transition into a more emotionally intensive psychological trick: love bombing. This is a manipulative strategy often used in personal relationships, where the manipulator showers the target with excessive affection, attention, and gifts, only to gain control over them later. It's an emotional roller coaster where the highs are very high and the lows are, well, pretty low. Let's look at an example. Imagine a new friend or romantic partner who suddenly overwhelms you with sweet gestures, expensive gifts, and flattering compliments. Just when you're basking in this whirlwind of affection, they start to manipulate and control your actions using the bond they've created as leverage. So how do you safeguard yourself against love bombing? Firstly, recognize the signs. If the affection and attention seem too much too soon, it could be a red flag. Secondly, maintain your independence. Don't let anyone's affection sway you from your values, interests, and boundaries. Lastly, don't hesitate to seek professional help if you feel trapped in such a situation. As we continue our journey into the world of psychological manipulation, remember that knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay alert. Next, the fear-then-relief technique unmasked. From love bombing, we now delve into another psychological manipulation tactic, the fear-then-relief technique. This is a persuasion strategy where an individual is first scared by a perceived threat and then immediately offered a solution or relief. The catch? The relief often comes at a cost. Here's an example to illustrate. Imagine you're working on your computer when a pop-up alert suddenly appears, warning of a dangerous virus. Your heart races, and just as you're panicking, another message pops up, offering an instant solution for a price. That's the fear-then-relief technique in action. The scammer creates an immediate sense of fear, then offers you a solution, exploiting your relief to make you act without thinking. So how can we counteract this technique? Firstly, stay calm. Fear can cloud your judgment, making you more susceptible to manipulation. Secondly, don't make hasty decisions when you're scared. Take some time, breathe, and think rationally. Lastly, verify the threat before acting. It could be a false alarm designed to manipulate you. As we navigate through these psychological tricks, remember, awareness is your best defense. We've explored several manipulation tactics so far, but now let's discuss how we can overcome these dark psychology tricks. First and foremost, develop critical thinking. Question everything, don't take things at face value. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Next, set boundaries. Learn to say no and don't let others take advantage of you. It's okay to put your needs first. Well-defined boundaries can protect you from manipulation and exploitation. If you feel you're a victim of manipulation, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Therapists and psychologists are trained to help identify manipulative behaviors and can provide strategies and support to overcome them. Another important step is to stay informed. Knowledge is power. The more you know about these tricks, the better you can protect yourself. Read broadly, stay updated, and learn from the experiences of others. Remember, awareness is your best defense against manipulation. We'll continue to unveil more psychological manipulation tactics on Mind Drive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.